She was sentenced to life in prison for what prosecutor Joe Deters calls the cold, calculated killing of her husband in 1985.
Now Linda Couch is up for parole in a story you'll see only here on Local 12. Deborah Dixon tells us the prosecutor is fighting her possible freedom.
One good thing for Walter Douglas Couch, ladies and gentlemen, he never knew what hit him.
Linda Couch wept and held a rosary during her trial for the murder of husband Walter. She even reenacted the shooting, saying it was an accident, even though he was shot in the back of the head. To cover it up, she buried his body in a shallow grave.
Didn't know at the time whether if anybody was going to believe me that this could be an accident.
The mother of three was right.
It was one of the most calculated murders we've ever dealt with in Hamilton County's history.
There was testimony Walter was controlling. Linda said he hit her the night she shot him.
That battered wife syndrome is total BS in this case. That just didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
Cincinnati Homicide's timeline shows a murder plot. On September 28th, Linda forged the deed to the house, transferring it into her name. 10 days later, she buys a gun and picks it up the day before she sent the kids to the grandparents' house for the weekend. Walter was killed that Saturday. The next week, she spent $1,300 on new furniture, a new car, and a vacation to Gatlinburg. Linda told the kids their father left them. They didn't know his body was in the rolled-up carpet Linda had them carry upstairs.
The body has been unearthed, and we're waiting for a crew to disinter the object.
Some of Walter's relatives will give statements to the parole board, but they don't want to talk on camera about what happened here, behind the house on West 8th Street. This is where Walter's body was buried. Linda got her children, a neighbor, and his father to help with the dig, with stories of erosion problems and wanting a garden. Walter's father became suspicious and came back with a shovel days later. He found his son.
Think about how brutally cold that is to involve your children in burying their father, the husband's father, the neighbors.
The prosecution said the murderous plot was because Linda was tired of her marriage and wanted out. The jury agreed. Deters says some people should never get out of prison, and Linda Couch is one of them. Deborah Dixon, Local 12 News.
You can send a message to the parole board through the Parole Watch website. Go to local12.com, hit the Get It tab, and it'll take you to that specific link. Couch's parole hearing is in February.